Sciens Capital Management is an independent investment firm that provides various investment solutions to institutional and private clients globally. The firm has offices in New York, London, and Guernsey, and is regulated by multiple authorities, including the SEC in the U.S.A. Sciences has been investing in real asset strategies since 2007, such as water infrastructure and private equity. However, Sciences and its affiliates were recently charged by the SEC for widespread and long-standing failures to maintain and preserve electronic communications relating to their businesses, in violation of the federal securities laws. According to the SEC's order, Sciences failed to preserve emails and instant messages for at least 7 years, as required by the SEC's Books and Records rules. Sciences also failed to adopt and implement reasonably designed written policies and procedures concerning the preservation of electronic communications. The SEC's order found that Sciences' compliance failures spanned over a decade, from 2009 to 2020, and affected at least 18 private funds that Sciences advised or sub-advised. The order also found that Sciences made material misstatements to investors about its compliance program and its adherence to SEC rules. As a result of these violations, Sciences admitted the facts and agreed to pay a combined penalty of $125 million. Sciences also agreed to cease and desist from committing or causing any future violations of the federal securities laws, and to retain an independent compliance consultant to review and improve its policies and procedures. This case demonstrates the importance of complying with the SEC's Books and Records rules, which are designed to protect investors and facilitate effective oversight by the SEC. By failing to preserve electronic communications, Sciences deprived investors of critical information about its operations and performance, and hindered the SEC's ability to detect and prevent potential misconduct. Sciences Capital Management and its affiliates were also sued by a minority shareholder of Golden Sciences Marine Investments Ltd. for various claims, including securities fraud, breach of fiduciary duty, misrepresentation, and unjust enrichment. The plaintiff alleged that the defendants misled investors about the performance and prospects of the shipping fund, and diverted funds for their own benefit. Golden Sciences Marine Investments Ltd. was an offshore investment vehicle created by Sciences Capital, and it raised $90 million from 18 investors to buy and charter dry bulk shipping vessels. The fund's strategy was to sell the vessels for profit when the market improved. However, according to the lawsuit, the fund was a sham and a fraud. The defendants allegedly lied about the fund's performance, valuation, and liquidity. They also allegedly used the fund's assets to pay themselves excessive fees and expenses, and to make loans to related parties without proper disclosure or consent. The lawsuit was filed in May 2017 in the Southern District of New York by Graham Walsh, a participating shareholder in the fund. Walsh claimed that he invested $2 million in the fund based on false and misleading representations by the defendants. He sought damages and rescission of his investment. The defendants moved to dismiss the lawsuit, arguing that Walsh failed to state a claim and lacked standing to sue. They also argued that Walsh's claims were barred by various contractual provisions and statutes of limitations. In January 2019, a federal judge dismissed the lawsuit in its entirety. The judge found that Walsh did not adequately allege any actionable misstatements or omissions by the defendants. The judge also found that Walsh did not plead any facts to show that he relied on the defendants' alleged misrepresentations or that he suffered any loss as a result of them. The judge further found that Walsh did not have standing to bring derivative claims on behalf of the fund, because he did not make a demand on the fund's board or show that such a demand would have been futile. The judge also found that Walsh's breach of contract and third-party beneficiary claims failed because he did not identify any specific contractual provisions that were breached or that conferred any rights on him. Finally, the judge found that Walsh's claims for breach of fiduciary duty, misrepresentation, fraud, and unjust enrichment were either duplicative of his securities fraud claims or unsupported by any factual allegations. Therefore, the judge granted the defendant's motion to dismiss and closed the case.